What's up? Hey guys, it's Katya. Before I start, in the last vlog I uploaded, in the description I mentioned Black Lives Matter. Obviously a very big movement going on. Like I said there, I think there are way better people to educate and talk about it to you guys if you want some information on it. I personally have been going to the protests and fundraising and donating money to the organizations and just sharing information on my other social media. So I encourage you all to do the same, but also just to learn. So my first video that got really big on YouTube was the one where I talked about my Catholic school and how illegal it is and all the rules that I had to follow. But in that video I didn't really get into personal stories until now. And as a disclaimer before I start, I feel like I maybe didn't give it in the first one. I don't think all Catholics are like this, or all Catholic schools are like this even. I grew up in a very small town in Arizona. The teachers were insane, but the students didn't treat me differently. Okay, the first story, I can't believe I forgot to put this in my first video. This is like the craziest thing in my mind. So the first day of 4th grade, which is the first grade I went to in that Catholic school, the teacher gave everyone a test about just religion, and you're supposed to answer them as a Catholic. But until 4th grade, I didn't really know that other people had different religions, or that different religions thought different things, because obviously mine was so different than Catholic. So I filled out the answers, like they'd ask, who was Jesus, or where do you go after you die? I answered them according to my religion, which is not the same. So of course all my answers were wrong, and the teacher pulls me aside after class and is like, what happened? I said, what do you mean, like this is what I think? And she's like, oh, so what religion are you if you're not Catholic? And I tell her, and she had never heard of it before, like nobody does. It's a very, very small religion. But she asks, oh, how do you spell it? I want to look it up, I want to learn. And I was like, wow, she's very open-minded. Until the next day, literally the next day, we're sitting in class and she's like, okay, for this religion class we're gonna watch a movie. And she pops in this movie and it's about how the Druids killed all these Catholics. I'm sorry if that's wrong. I know it was Druids killing Catholics. That's just what was on the video. And the video described them as monsters and murderers and all this stuff. And I'm just like watching the movie. I don't think anything's wrong. And then at the end of the video, my teacher ends it, stares directly at me and goes, this is your religion? Killing people? And I was like, no, what? I'm not a Druid. So basically I realized that I told this woman my religion and she misheard me, then searched a video where it would demonize my religion to make me feel bad in front of the entire class. Like, this woman asked me my religion to purposely make me feel ashamed of it. And I was just like, that's not my religion. I'm in 4th grade and my teacher's calling me a murderer? Anyway, this idea of making me feel ashamed, or trying to, because I never really did. The idea of trying to make me feel ashamed was a very common theme among the teachers. In middle school, in 8th grade, in my school at least, everyone got confirmed. It was like you took the day off of school, you all dressed up, you went in the church, and you had this confirmation for everyone. Obviously, I wasn't getting confirmed because I'm not Catholic. And if you're confused about what confirmation is, I don't really know, but I just know that you have to have a sponsor to like do it. So the whole week before this confirmation, every teacher was coming up to me, like teachers that weren't even my teachers, teachers that I hated, coming up to me and was like, if you still need a sponsor, like I'll be your sponsor. It's not too late for you not to go to hell. I was like, what? They're like, why would you want to go to hell? Like, you can just do this, it's so easy. I'll be your sponsor. I know you don't know me, but like, I don't want to see you go to hell. You're just a kid. And of course I'd say no to all of them. I'm like, no, I'm not Catholic. I don't want to be Catholic, no. And they're like, Why do you want to go to hell? Like, do you know what hell is like? You should read the Bible to see what hell is like. And I was like, oh my God. And the crazy thing is, like, my friends never said one word to me, like never tried to convert me, you know what I mean? Like every single, when I say I was the only non-Catholic person in the school, me and my brother in the school, like kindergarten to 8th grade, only person. And then in my class with all my friends, I was friends with my whole grade, I was the only person not getting confirmed. No one even said anything to me like, why, or why don't you get confirmed, just do it, oh everyone else is doing it. No one said anything. It was all the adults. It was my friends' parents coming to me and saying, please, I don't want to see you in hell, like I love you so much, you're like such a good kid, I don't want you to go to hell, please let me sponsor you. I'm just like, I don't believe in hell, but I mean, go off. Like, just because I have a different religion, that means I can never find peace? I did not get confirmed. My last shaming story has to do with our 8th grade promotion. But just to preface, okay, in my grade, I was kind of known as the girl who sings. It was like me and kind of this other girl, but like I was like the choir girl. I was always singing. My teacher even asked me to write our 8th grade musical because like I was like the music girl. So for our promotion, every student, which was only like 22 students, had a job to do in order to be a part of the confirmation. Like some people will bring in the holy items, and some people will be altar servers, and some people, I don't know, would say prayers. But there was also a person who was supposed to sing a prayer in front of everyone. So when they said there was a singing part, I was really excited because obviously I can't be an altar server, and I don't know if they'd want me to hold the holy relics, and I don't want to say the prayers. So I was like, oh my God, I want to sing. Like finally there's a part for me. I thought I was gonna get left out just because I'm not Catholic, because of course it was in the church and it was a whole thing. So when it came time, the teacher read everyone's tasks, all 22 students, except my name. She gave the singing part to this other girl who, one, did not want to sing in front of everyone and made that very clear, and two, had another job as an altar server. Like she was already doing something else. So basically I was the only person that wasn't participating in my own 8th grade promotion. So obviously I start crying because I'm like, this is like the one thing that's not religious, you know what I mean? I never asked to be part of any religious things because I understand, like, why would you want a non-Catholic doing all those things? I understand. I didn't get to participate in All Saints Day, like where everyone dresses up. There was no Halloween because, you know, that's the devil's holiday. This is like the one non-religious thing, and you're gonna exclude me because I'm not Catholic still. Oh, it hurt. So I go tell my mom because I'm like, this is my 8th grade promotion. Like after this I don't have to see any of these people. I mean the teachers, not my friends. And so she tells the school, and then my teacher pulls me out of class the next day and was like, I'm so hurt that you would think that it's because you're not Catholic. And I'm like, bro, I'm the only one who didn't get a job. 1 out of 22 people. Like, what? There's only one difference between us. So she was like, okay, what if I let you sing with the other girl? You can sing the prayer with her. And I was like, all right, sure, I'll sing it with her. So I sang at the promotion, and the other girl was too scared to sing and stood behind me so the mic couldn't catch her and did not even say half the prayer, I think so. But I got to do it. Anyway, now for short funny stories. So in 4th grade there was this girl who used to pick on me, and she'd get all the other girls to pick on me too. We'll call her Mindy. She'd do things like, oh, first one to the swings wins, and then of course I would run to the swings, and then she'd tell everyone to stay back so I'd look dumb running to the swings all by myself. It was a really fun time. But I'm not even here to call her out on her bullying. Like, I'm here to talk about the weird shit that she used to do. Mindy was in love with this boy, let's call him Liam. So every recess she would make all the girls in our grade, which was like 8 or 9 girls, but still, she'd make all of us sit in a circle on the soccer field, legs crossed, hands like this, like we're meditating, like eyes closed, as she chanted, and we were supposed to repeat after her, and she'd chant things like, oh my love Liam, oh Liam is so cute, oh I'm gonna marry Liam. And we all repeated after her, like for real. And he was like playing soccer every recess, like he definitely heard us. He just sees like this cult circle chanting his name. And I was so desperate for her to stop picking on me that I just went along with it. I was like, I'm just glad to be invited to this cult circle. Like, dude, I was so desperate. I even invited her to my birthday, which I only had like 5 slots of people. And of course it was like Danny and Eth and my childhood best friend and me. And then I was like, oh, I only have 1 more slot. Oh my God, I'm gonna invite the girl who's bullying me so she'll be nice to me. It didn't work. Some honorable mentions. So I was in choir for like 2 or 3 years of my middle school, and I was like one of my choir teacher's favorites. She was this old lady, super Catholic, like super religious, super strict. I don't know why she liked me. She'd always put me in the front. She'd always give me like little solo parts. She'd always like make me help other people. But in like the 2nd or 3rd year that I was in choir, I got a crush on this boy, and choir was during recess, so I couldn't like see him and I couldn't play with him. So I went and I quit choir. So I went and asked her if I could quit, and she said no. And I was like, this is an extracurricular activity, can I quit? She's like, no. And I'm like, well, that's not up to you. And she's like, why? And I'm like, oh, I just don't like it anymore. No, I just want to stare at a boy at recess. And finally, after some convincing, I quit. But we did not play together. Actually, one time we were running the mile and I was trying to impress him, so I was like, I sprinted ahead of him and I was like looking back like, haha, I'm so fast, and then I ran into a tree. I shit you not, I ran into a tree. Like, it was a tree and a branch, and my head hit the branch and I fell down. Well, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this part 2 to my Catholic school stories. I know a lot of people have been asking for it for a while, so here you are. Again, I don't have anything against Catholics or Catholic schools. My best friends in the world are Catholic. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and comment what videos you want to see of me, because I have more stories, but I kind of want to do other stuff too, so let me know. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!